Welcome back to BTS Heart. Something unexpected happened during BTS Arlington Day 2. And the moment Taehyung and Jungkook appeared together, the entire atmosphere shifted in a way nobody was quite prepared for. BTS Arlington Day 2 had already created an electric atmosphere before the members even fully took over the stage. But once Taehyung and Jungkook appeared together, everything seemed to reach an entirely different level. The crowd reaction was immediate, loud, and impossible to ignore. Thousands of ARMY turned their attention toward the two members, while cameras captured moments that quickly became the center of fan discussions everywhere. What made the night even more intense was the feeling that something about Taehyung and Jungkook's interactions was different this time. It was not simply another concert moment. There was an emotional energy surrounding them that fans noticed almost instantly. Before they could even put it into words. From the opening moments of the performance, BTS showed exactly why their live concerts continue to create such powerful reactions around the world. Jin, Suga, J-Hope, RM, Jimin, Taehyung, and Jungkook brought completely different energies to the stage, yet somehow turned them into one unforgettable unified performance. Every member had their own moments that made ARMY scream, but Taehyung and Jungkook repeatedly became the center of attention as the concert continued building in intensity. Taehyung appeared especially captivating throughout the night. His stage presence, his facial expressions, his movements, and his remarkable ability to connect with the audience made it genuinely difficult for fans to look away. But what made Arlington Day 2 particularly fascinating was how frequently Jungkook seemed to become part of those unforgettable moments. Whenever the two members were close to each other, the audience reaction immediately became louder. Creating an atmosphere that could be felt throughout every section of the venue. Jungkook also delivered a performance filled with confidence and raw emotion. His vocals and stage presence gave the concert an intensity that kept building from one song to the next. Yet despite the massive production, the lights, the choreography, and the individual standout performances from every member, some of the most talked about moments of the night were surprisingly simple. A glance, a movement, a shared moment on stage, or even a brief interaction that lasted only seconds. Those were the moments that could completely change the mood of the entire crowd. And that is exactly what happened with Taehyung and Jungkook. At several points during Arlington Day 2, the attention of the entire venue shifted toward them in a way that fans immediately recognized as something special. The reaction from ARMY was so loud. It became part of the experience itself. Fans were not simply watching a concert anymore. They were watching every movement, every expression, and every possible interaction between Taehyung and Jungkook. Trying to understand what made those moments feel so completely different from everything else happening on that stage. One of the biggest reasons the night became so emotionally powerful was the contrast between the massive scale of the BTS production and the small personal moments happening in between. BTS has reached a level where tens of thousands of people can gather in one place. Yet Taehyung and Jungkook still have the ability to create moments that feel surprisingly intimate, surprisingly personal, surprisingly real. That emotional connection is one of the reasons their smallest interactions can become major talking points within minutes of happening. For fans who have followed Taehyung and Jungkook for years, their chemistry has always been one of the most deeply discussed aspects of BTS. Their friendship and long shared history have created countless memorable moments across years of performances and behind-the-scenes footage. And Arlington Day 2 added another significant chapter to that long-running story. The difference this time was the intensity of the audience reaction. It was clear that ARMY had been waiting for something special. And when those moments finally arrived, the entire venue seemed to explode. Taehyung's expressions became another major talking point throughout the night. There were moments when he appeared completely immersed in the performance, fully present in a way that was almost mesmerizing to watch. And then at other times, his reactions toward the members around him created an entirely different kind of atmosphere. Jungkook, meanwhile, appeared equally focused, both on the stage and on the people sharing it with him. That combination created several moments that fans immediately and unanimously considered unforgettable. The emotional dimension of the concert also became impossible to overlook. BTS concerts have never been only about music. They have always been about memories. Connection and the relationship between 7 members and the millions of people around the world who have followed their journey. After everything BTS has experienced throughout their career, seeing all 7 members together on a massive stage carries an emotional weight that is genuinely difficult to describe. That emotion was especially powerful whenever Taehyung and Jungkook shared the spotlight. Fans, who had been waiting months for these performances, were suddenly watching moments they knew, even as they were happening, would become memories they would carry with them for years. The screaming, the lights, the cameras, and the energy inside the venue created an atmosphere that felt almost overwhelming in its intensity. And then came the moments that caused the biggest reaction of the night. Taehyung and Jungkook once again found themselves at the center of attention. And ARMY responded immediately and completely. The crowd became louder, cameras moved toward them. Social media attention began building around clips that were being uploaded and shared in real time. What seemed like a brief concert interaction suddenly had the potential to become one of the most replayed moments from all of Arlington Day 2. The fascinating part was not simply what happened, but how incredibly quickly fans reacted to it. Within the BTS fandom, moments involving Taehyung and Jungkook can spread at a speed that is almost impossible to predict. A few seconds on stage can become an entire discussion online within minutes. Arlington Day 2 appeared to follow exactly that pattern, with fans focusing on moments that might have been easy to miss entirely if they hadn't been watching with complete attention. This also explains why the concert became such a major emotional experience for ARMY. Every performance carried the possibility of something unexpected happening. Fans knew they were watching BTS live, but they didn't know which moment would become the memory everyone talked about afterward. For many, that moment appeared to involve Taehyung and Jungkook. Their presence together created a completely different energy, and the audience made that very clear. The screaming became louder, the excitement became more intense. Every camera seemed to be searching for the next unexpected interaction. It was almost as if the entire venue was collectively holding its breath, waiting for what might happen next. Yet the most emotionally lasting part of the night may not have been the loudest moment at all. Sometimes the moments that stay with fans longest are the quiet ones. A look between members, a smile after a difficult performance, a subtle reaction that only someone watching closely would catch, a brief moment of one member simply being aware of another. These small moments can carry more emotional weight than any elaborate stage production, because they feel real in a way that choreography cannot replicate. For BTS. Those small moments remind fans that behind the enormous global success, behind the sold-out stadiums and the worldwide records and the magazine covers, are 7 members who have shared an extraordinary and genuinely human journey together. Taehyung and Jungkook are part of that story, but so are Jin. J-Hope. And Jimin. Arlington Day to showcase the full strength of BTS as a group, while also delivering the individual moments fans had traveled miles and waited months to witness. As the concert moved toward its final stages, the atmosphere became increasingly emotional. ARMY knew the night was ending, and that realization made every remaining moment feel more precious than the last. Taehyung's presence, Jungkook's energy, and the reactions of every member around them created a feeling that fans were witnessing something they would remember long after the lights finally went dark. Then. Just when fans thought they had already seen everything Arlington Day 2 had to offer. Another moment involving Taehyung and Jungkook captured everyone's attention. The reaction was immediate, the kind of reaction that made fans scream before they even had time to fully process what they had just witnessed. Some were laughing, others were visibly emotional. Many immediately reached for their phones. The atmosphere inside that stadium in that single moment showed just how deeply BTS. And the individual relationships between its members continue to affect millions of people around the world. And that is what makes Arlington Day 2 truly fascinating. It was not only about the music. It was not only about the choreography or the breathtaking production surrounding one of the world's biggest groups. It was about the unexpected human moments hidden inside a massive global concert. Taehyung and Jungkook once again reminded fans why their interactions can generate such an intense and genuine reaction. Their moments together may only last seconds on stage, but